All right, man. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's get into it. Well, welcome back, y'all. Thank y'all for coming and listening and showing up. It's Fourth Quarter Podcast, episode 5.
Episode 5.
We've actually got way better production quality this episode. Shout out to my boy VP and Juddy.
Shout out. Big shout.
For coming through and, setting us up and making us get right. And, yeah, man. Let's get right to it. First quarter.
All right. What we got?
Our Lakers, man. 2-0 since the All-Star break.
Lake Show.
2-0.
All right.
We look good. We do look
good.
really good. I like our pieces.
Yeah.
They're starting to fit a little bit. Malik Beasley's starting to make some shots.
Man.
We need him. We need him bad to make some shots.
That's the laser, as Braun would call it.
Yeah, we just need him to be consistent, man. Because a lot of shooters come to LA and don't make shots. It's like, what's going on? You can shoot in Minnesota, but you can't make shots in LA. Life's a little brighter.
Right.
So I get it. And then D'Lo went down with a little ankle.
So that was a big win without D'Lo.
It was.
Playing Kyrie and Luka. So to have our backcourt with Dennis step up as a starter, which he's played good all year.
He has. He's a good piece for us.
Yeah.
He's always solid. I mean, just being down 27 though was just I watched the whole game, man. It was just a brutal game to watch in the first half.
I was getting some wings at half, and then I'll get the group text like we down 20, 25. Yeah.
Over 18 from the field from jumpers. How is that possible?
It's hard to win.
To miss that many shots and expect to compete in the game. But luckily, NBA games are long.
Right.
So, it's a game of runs, especially nowadays with all these, 155-point games.
It can flip back for you.
Yeah, you're going to have a chance, to make a run and come back. And we did just that.
We got to shout out Vando.
Man.
Shout out Vando. Jared Vanderbilt. Dude changed the whole tenor of the game, I thought.
Man, he was phenomenal.
I mean, and he keeps playing. He plays the same. He plays the same way up 5 as he does down 27.
Yep.
I mean, he's still in the passing lanes.
Yep.
He's
crashes the
switching,
glass,
help the helper.
He had 8 offensive boards on Sunday. That's absurd.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you need to win. He's our biggest glue guy.
Yeah.
He reminds me of kind of like a Tayshaun Prince.
Yeah.
Where he just does everything, locks up, can score. Not a great shooter, but he can make open shots. He made a big corner 3.
Yeah.
He's just a good player, man. He played his ass off.
I said, give me 5 Vandos and I'll go play anybody.
Well, we have a chance.
And a cigarette.
Yeah.
Give me 5 Vandos and a cigarette. We walking in any park.
We got a chance, man. He's 6'8", he's lanky, he's bouncy, and he's just young. He wants it. He's hungry. So he's just what we need. Just for our team, man. We got the veterans, we got the older guys. We need our young guys to kind of come in and just, keep us afloat some games. Because LeBron's not gonna have it every night. He's 38.
Yeah.
He's not supposed to give you 45 a night.
Yeah.
Every now and then you gotta have these young dudes, these role players, to come in and hoop.
Right.
So big win for us, man.
Big. Keep it rolling.
And it also helped too that got some teams to lose in front of us.
Yeah. It's going.
All starting to fall into place for us.
Yeah.
Only issue is that Braun injury. That foot.
Man.
That's
tough. But
I'm a little worried.
He walked off on his own power.
He did.
You mentioned after the game too, no boot.
No boot. So that's always a good sign.
Okay, so
no boot after a game is always a good sign.
And he's in high spirits about it. He hasn't really said.
He hasn't said too much. He's definitely gonna get a lot of treatment in the next 48 hours.
Yeah, somebody rubbing on that thing.
Somebody.
Pause.
I was waiting for you to say that. Someone's gonna be massaging that foot while he's sleeping for the next 24 hours. Because we play Memphis tomorrow. Well, this is recording Monday. It's tomorrow, Tuesday, when this comes out.
Right.
And that's a big one. Memphis is number 2. We're on the road.
They're back on track. They slipped a little bit, but now they're
back to being the second best team in the West.
Grind, as they call it.
They beat the hell out the Nuggets the other night by 40.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good game, man. Ja's always tough to play. It's always tough to win in Memphis.
Yeah.
It's just a grimy place to play.
It'll probably be without D'Lo again, so guard help.
Yeah. When's he getting back?
I don't know.
They said it wasn't that bad of an ankle, but now he's been out 2 games.
Yeah, it was 2 days now.
Man, Lakers have the worst injury luck, bro. Well, I'd say as a Laker fan, but
we
feel like we have the worst injury luck.
Right.
But next we got to talk about my man Dame.
71.
It's the second 71-point game in the season.
And the first in regulation.
True.
That's
more impressive. Yeah.
And he sat with 2.5 to go, something like that.
Bro, he had 41 at halftime.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
They said, I saw in his interview, he was like, they started to rush me, double teaming, and he started just giving the ball up, and they got a couple open threes.
Right.
And then they just stopped doing that because they wanted to stay in the game.
Right.
And they're like, if you get him off the ball, we have a chance. And then all his teammates started cashing, and then they went back to the old defense, and he went back to work.
That's the thing about Portland this year. Shout out Billups. He's got those guys really playing together, on a string offensively. And those wings, they start hitting, and then it's like, damn, now you got that head of the dragon that can explode for 50. The way he's doing it is really masterful.
Because Anthony Simons is little baby Dame.
Yeah. He's a real baller.
I love Anthony.
Shadon can hit shots. They just added Thibault, who could be one of the premier 3-and-D. Cam Reddish was a great pickup. I want him on the Lakers.
True.
But
I love Cam Reddish.
Yeah,
man. They have a good team. They're not competing for anything. They need one more star.
One more.
I don't know who's going to Portland. I don't know if anyone wants to because Dame can pass the ball with the best of them. So I don't know why you wouldn't want to play with Dame.
Absolutely.
But they just can't get anybody over in Portland, man.
Yeah.
They can't get. They have no star power besides him. They have no real free agency. No one's talking about, I'm going to Portland next year. You know what I mean? But someone needs to go over there.
Especially with the Nike implications. You would think they'll be a little bit,
you get
a little bit more.
And Portland's a great city. I love Portland.
Fun.
I've been there numerous times. I love Portland.
Yeah.
So it's a little weird they don't have more free agents trying to at least have a conversation.
Right.
With
Dame there.
They're never in the convo. They're never even in the convo. They're just like, we'll have Dame. We're good.
Yeah. And Dame's like, I'm good. I'm not going nowhere.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They're always interesting.
Yeah.
But that boy at 71, man,
Logo Lillard.
81 is going to get broken soon. I see it happening.
So that's what I want to ask you.
Okay, perfect.
Will you give the over-under? We'll put the line at 3 years. Over-under, somebody will get, let's say, 90. In the next 3 years. I'm going to say over, but
really?
The fact that we're even
talking about
it is like the scoring is going crazy.
Yeah, 90 is a lot of points.
But 71 is not that far from 80, which is like...
He sat out the game with 2 minutes left, you said?
Yeah. Like 2.5.
He could have got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I also think that anyone who gets 81 points now, you still can't compare it to Kobe 81 because Kobe 81 was way harder to get.
In regulation, we were down like 20 at one point to Raptors.
And it was a different league. There was not as many 3 points.
Boxes and elbows.
Less threes being shot, less possessions.
Kobe probably took like 6 or 7 threes maybe.
Yeah, and he had, 50 in the second half?
55 in the second half, yeah. Yeah, so...
That doesn't make sense.
Who would be your next... player do you think to hit the, let's say, 70 mark? Who will be your next? Because we had 2 who do it this year.
So we had Donovan and Dame.
I know who I'm thinking.
I'm going to say... I want to say Steph, but I don't think... I don't know.
They play really team ball.
They do. That's why I don't think he'll get it.
I'm thinking Jason Tatum.
Wow. Didn't he have 59 the other night?
He might. I think he got the new All-Star record.
Oh, that was All-Star game.
55.
Yeah, he's ridiculous. I can see him getting it.
He gets streaky hot.
I can see him getting it.
Yeah,
he is, and he's 6'10". He can dunk on you, gets the rebound, push himself.
Getting to the line is a big part of it.
It is a huge part of it. You need to make your free throws. Yeah. But yeah, man, that man Dame,
hell of a game.
He doesn't get enough credit.
No. Give me Damian Lillard. I'll show you what to do with him.
I saw people on Instagram and we talked about this last night on the mic. I think too. You taking Dame or you taking Steph? Just in a vacuum.
Oh, in a vacuum? I'm going to take Steph and Curry.
That's what I said.
But to your point about the credit issue, Dame doesn't get that gravitas as like being right kind of in that category. He is
top 3-point guard in the league.
Yeah.
Like every year.
I saw something that says is he the best scoring little guy point guard ever? Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Like
he's getting in that conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, he put up 71.
Yeah.
AI didn't put up 70. You know what I mean? He's one of the best scoring guards of all time. So you got to put him in that conversation for sure.
Absolutely.
He's just a man amongst boys sometimes when he's out there. Yeah. He's shooting the logo like it's nothing.
Hey, look. And he catching bodies.
Yeah, he has sneaky bounce. He does have sneaky bounce.
He coming through the lane with one hand hammers. Like
Weber State bounce. He got a little bounce.
Yeah. I like the AI, how you mentioned AI too, because if Dame, how we talk about AI, if AI was 6'6",
right?
If Dame was 6'6", 6'7",
what would he be doing? You know what I mean? Like,
come on.
It'd be a different ball game.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Shout out to Dame.
Yeah.
71, man. And the last thing for the first quarter is you watched that Clippers-Kings game the other night?
Kings, 176, 175. Second highest scoring game ever.
Bruh.
Hell of a game.
De'Aaron Fox and Malik Monk both went for 40. Kawhi had 40.
Yeah.
Paul George would have had 40 if he had a minute restriction.
Yeah, that was weird, too.
I didn't understand that.
He asked to go back in.
I saw that. You saw that? He was like, let me finish the game.
And then they put in, like, Terrence Mann. They're like, Terrence, come on,
I was
PJ.
like, what are you doing? Like, don't you want to win these games?
But that's a minute restriction, but you play 41. So if you play 41, why can't you play 46?
Yeah. And we need to win these games.
Yeah,
these are big. Every game is a big playoff.
Everybody in the West need wins.
Yeah, so why would you? You're in the game. You're not. You're down 20. You're in overtime, double overtime.
Right.
You got a chance. Why won't you put your best player in the game?
Yeah, that was interesting.
I was a little confusing to me.
They really low man's with the Clippers. Like, they take it to heart. Man. They take it to heart. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. That was a weird one, but that was a hell of a game.
Hell of a game.
Malik Monk. I love Malik Monk off the bench, especially.
Yeah.
They don't have we said this like a couple weeks ago. They don't have. I don't think they're contenders, but they're gonna be tough to beat. They're gonna be a tough out.
They're on their way.
They're gonna be a tough out. It's really hard to play in Sacramento.
Yeah.
Just because their fan base is crazy.
And then they're probably gonna be in the playoffs. So that's
they're in the playoffs.
We were talking about that. Like that home crowd
is they're rowdy.
Historically has been one of the best. So to see them 20+ years back in the playoffs, they're gonna be
rocking.
Bring the cowbells back.
I really hope the Lakers get in the playoffs so we can play the Kings.
That'd be
just so cool to see that old rivalry come back. Because that was so much fun back in the day. We had Doug Christie, Mike Bibby, Chris Webber. Like those were the good old days.
Vlade. His flopping ass.
Yeah, man. Those are the good old days, man. Yeah, man. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
The last stretch is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Every game is getting real heated.
And we got a bunch of conference matchups.
Coming up. So it's gonna be
great.
Fun to watch, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. That's in the first quarter. We're gonna take a break. We'll be right back.
All right.
Okay, cool. Welcome back, y'all. Second quarter.
Quarter two.
First up, we got to talk about, man, Trae Young.
Hit
a little buzzer beater the other night.
Yeah, big win.
We talked about this last week. He does not get any love.
No.
Like comparing him and Luka is like just stop happening.
They're gonna be linked.
He's not getting off every night.
They're gonna be linked forever.
Which is kind of a good and bad.
Traded for each other.
Yeah, it's kind of. I feel bad for Trae sometimes because the league wants Luka to be so the face of
the
NBA,
league. Yeah,
that they're gonna do anything they can to make that happen.
Yeah,
that he gets left in just gets left and not talked about as much when he's just as good as not just. I mean, he's just as good as Luka. He does everything Luka does, and he's 6 feet tops.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
He's just unreal, man. Like the shots he makes, the plays he makes, him getting to the basket. He averaged 27 and 10.
Yeah.
So not much you really can knock on the guy.
And we're talking about too, kind of his game package. Kind of like he put stress on the defense on all parts of the floor, from the three to the middle to the paint. And you saw that on the game winner.
Yeah.
Gets into the teeth of the defense, gets the guy out the way, pump fake, and then gets a little floater.
I don't know how he made that floater with the guy behind him trying to block it.
Yeah,
it's a great shot.
But all that off-platform stuff, it's a little Steph, it's a little Trae. It's just his own kind of player.
Yeah. He has that. His little floater game is crazy.
I love it. And he get the lobs out of there too.
He does.
Yeah.
It's crazy because he kind of has a floater that Chris Paul used to do when he was younger.
Yeah.
Chris Paul is now all just 2 feet in the paint pull-ups.
Yeah.
But back in the day, he used to love that little flow game, and Trae has really perfected that.
Rondo.
Floater. Is it a lob or is it a pass? Is it a lob? Is it a shot? You don't really know. He's really good at doing that.
Yeah.
Man. And the Hawks got a new coach.
Quinn Snyder.
Great pickup for
Quinn Snyder. And when you get that 5-year deal, that's like a real commitment.
We believe in you.
Yeah.
We want to let you, get your foundation set, get your players. I don't think Nate and Trae fit too well.
No.
I think they clashed a little bit.
Nate,
old school and new school.
Exactly. I was going to say the same thing. Old school, new school. I think the coaches from that era, they don't really like their star player taking 40-footers as a healthy part of their game. You know what I mean? And he was starting to they kind of leaned on DeJounte more to kind of do like the ball handling stuff as a more pure point guard.
Yep.
And it just wasn't meshing.
It wasn't working out. I mean, Nate's a big defensive guy too.
Yeah,
and
true.
Trae's not a defensive guy.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that kind of bothered him too because Nate's one of the best defensive guards.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That played.
Oh yeah. Steals.
So that probably didn't mesh too well either. And the whole load management, I know Nate McMillan hates it.
Yeah.
And it's not even on the players half the time because the training staff's like, you're not playing tonight. It's like, what? I'm fine. Like I can play.
Yeah.
But that's their metrics and their analytics say, no, you're not playing tonight, so you be good.
Right.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
That's definitely one of the issues for sure, I thought.
Yeah, but I like the fit. One thing I always look at with a new coach coming in is like where they were at. I like to look at the parts. So like he had D. Mitch and Mike Conley, Gobert in the back. So you have those similar parts. Guards check.
Yeah, for sure.
DeJounte and Trae. And then on the back end, you got some similar stuff, rim protection, lob-wise, John Collins, Okongwu.
They're going to play – they're playing a lot more pick and roll.
Yeah.
Because Quinn Snyder was a big pick and roll guy. His D-Mitch used to kill the pick and roll.
Oh, man.
But and Trae Young is just as good as the pick and roll as anybody else in the league. Yeah. So it's going to be a great it's a good fit.
It's a good fit on paper.
On paper, it's a good fit. Yeah. And then in the East, they can always make some waves because the East is top heavy. So after the top four, it's wide open.
Absolutely.
So you beat the playoffs every year.
Absolutely.
You have a chance to beat the playoffs every year. So he'll be fine. I think it's a good fit for them.
I believe Snyder and Ham were on the same Lakers staff too.
Oh, really?
If I'm not mistaken. And then Ham was on the
Snyder
Hawks
been around
staff.
for a while.
He's
been around for a while. It's crazy how much these coaches have just been coaching like in the wings, like somewhere for years,
getting those chops.
Yeah, man. Film work, all those guys. Like Spoelstra was a film guy forever before he got his chance.
Spo, yeah.
So like a lot of those guys are doing that. Oh, hold on. Sorry, Mom, can't do that on the pod. She got it.
We love that. Shout out moms. Shout out mama has.
Shout out moms. Shout out moms. So yeah. Also, we can talk about the Bucks, man. 14-game win streak.
14 games. Still going.
Who did they beat the other day? Was it Boston? No, Boston played Philly.
Yeah.
They played. I'm blanking right now on the game, but it was a great game. Yeah. I know because Giannis is out. He has a quad contusion, I think, right now. So he's out a couple games. Yeah. And then Drew Holiday, man, all-star, stepped it up.
He's picking it up.
He's picking it up. Yeah. He's been playing lights out. I love Drew Holiday. We talked about it last week. Yeah. LA kid. Yeah. One of my favorite people.
Combo guard.
Probably the best two-way guard in the league.
Yeah.
And he's showing out, man. He's making them a force in the playoffs. If he's playing this well in the playoffs, they can beat anybody.
Absolutely.
Because they can beat Boston if he's giving you 25 a game. You know what I mean? You just need that guy outside Giannis to help you out.
And those guys are hitting shots. Collington and all that. So.
And Middleton can just give you 20 a game.
Middleton, he gets lost in there, but
he does. He's been hurt all year though.
Yeah.
He's been hurt all year. He's been off the court a lot. So
but then he'll go to the finals and it's like, he averaging 25.
Because he's a mid-range killer in the playoffs, and that shit works.
Yeah.
So it's going to be, the East is top heavy. I think it's really Philly has a chance if James can play well. Yeah. I don't know if that'll happen because they've lost to two like major teams in the last couple of weeks. Right. He's played well. Yeah. But, I think James is going to be fine in the playoffs. Their biggest piece for Philly is Tobias Harris, who I think is the most overpaid player in the league.
Yeah.
He got that max contract, and he ain't done nothing.
Hey, Tobias just be hiding.
He be hiding behind that money, boy.
Tobias Harris, you be looking up like...
He got a max deal, and he give you 7.
Yeah. Well, it's like, he's there. Like, he's 6'8".
I just forget about him.
Yeah.
Because he's on the court giving you 7 and 4.
Yeah.
Like, you got to give me at least 15 and 10, or give me something. Give you $100 and something million a year.
Right.
Like, come on, bro.
It'll be interesting to see if they ever kind of navigate that or what's going to happen with that. Because now you got Tyrese Maxey's pretty much surpassed you on the totem pole on that team. So you got to figure that out. Yeah. T-Max?
He going to get paid. Yeah. He got to get paid when his time's up. Yeah. So either... Tobias Harris probably going to get shipped out, let's be honest.
Yeah.
When it comes to making moves, he's probably the first one to go.
Right.
Because he's just not worth the money.
Yeah.
He just hasn't been what his contract is. You know what I mean? Like, all that money is just, you got to give me more than this.
Got to.
Especially in the big games.
Got to.
So that would be my biggest overpaid player is for sure. It's kind of baffling to me that he got all that money. I don't know what he did. Good for him and his agent. They finessed somebody. But I don't know. They finessed the hell out of Philly.
Ran off on the plug.
They ran off. There's no way you should get $150 million whatever he got.
Well, I think it was that Clippers crew with Shea and those guys. The league really got behind them and they kind of overachieved and everybody kind of got paid from that core.
But most of them are stars.
Perform.
Shay's a star.
Yeah.
Who else on that team? I'm blanking on the other person. I know it's Shea. Who else on that team? Did anyone else on the team that get paid?
Tobias.
Reggie didn't get his money.
No.
He got traded. Yeah, that's probably just them two.
Those were the main
two
factors. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
He was okay in LA. He wasn't this good.
No.
To get paid $100 and whatever mil. Shea clearly is.
Shea serious.
I mean, I think he could be in the MVP talks, but his team's probably not good enough. But he should be in the MVP talks. Yeah. He's averaging 30 something.
Yeah.
Their team shouldn't even be in the playoffs. He shouldn't even be talking about OKC Thunder, and we are. Because that's how good he is.
Right, true.
That's how good they've been.
Hey, you know what's funny about the Thunder, though? They got a new player I see a new young player.
Every night.
I was looking like...
Every night.
Yesterday, I was like, who's Waters the third? I'm like, who is Alex Waters the third? Because they just played the Lakers like 2 weeks ago. And I didn't see him. Yeah. They beat the dog.
They beat the brakes out of us.
Yeah, and I'm like... That was on Kareem's LeBron passing Kareem.
Yeah, OKC is a problem.
Yeah,
they're just young. Like you were saying, they got all these young dudes.
Yeah.
I don't know who these dudes are. Yeah. But they all can hoop.
And then you got Chet Holmgren coming in next year.
Yeah, he's gonna be a problem. I like his game.
You do?
I like his game.
He's a little thin for me.
He is thin, but he's also 19.
Okay.
He'll be fine.
All right.
He got a little jumper.
Do they got Fatburger in OKC? I mean, you
said the same thing about Giannis when he came in. He was a stick.
True,
and look at him now. Give him a couple years. He's not even a grown man yet.
True.
You know what I mean?
All right.
Give him a little bit. Like same with Wemby. He's a stick.
Wemby.
He's also 7'6". So I don't know how much weight he can even put on.
Right.
But like, give him a little bit. Give him that NBA training. Give him that NBA
Let me see him
chef.
play a game. Let me see him play a game.
Give him a second.
All right.
But I do feel you.
Yeah.
But OKC has 95 picks over the next 7 years.
Man,
they got every pick available.
Yeah, that was the PG.
Bro, they have
PG trade.
So many young picks.
Yeah.
That's gonna be they're gonna be a force to reckon with for the future. They're always gonna be in the playoffs. They should be at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, Bucks 14-game win streak. They're looking like the best team in the league right now.
1A, 1B, probably with Boston.
Yeah, I think they're tied in the loss streak with Boston right now.
Oh, wow.
Well, I think they're both 44-17 or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's gonna get good.
Yeah.
They got one more game, I think, that will decide the not the 1 and 2 seed, but like that'll be a big game, the tiebreaker as well.
Yeah.
I think they've only played 3 times yet so far. So yeah, that'll be a good one, man.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that's like in the second quarter, man.
Quarter 2.
Halftime. We'll be back. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back from halftime, third quarter.
After half.
And I got to talk about, oh, man, it hurts for me to even say this.
Yeah.
ASU beat us on Saturday on a little buzzer beater. First off, the shot he made, shout out to the kid who made that shot.
That's
the half-court heave off the wrong foot.
Yeah.
On the road.
Defender was kind of there, too.
I got to give him props.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a shot. Shake his hand at half-court, call it a night. We'll see y'all when we see y'all.
That was at McHale.
At McHale. That's what hurts the most. It was at McHale. Because I don't think I never lost to ASU at McHale when I was there.
No.
That was like, I've lost to ASU twice at ASU. One like at the buzzer, and another time by like 4 or 5.
That was when they had a Skia Booker, probably.
No, he went to Colorado.
Oh, Colorado, okay.
They had, I can't remember his name right now.
Jerry Blake. Shout out Jerry Blake.
Jerry Blake. Shout out Jerry Blake. You know what I mean? That's the boy.
Yeah, I don't want to get in trouble. We just going to leave shout out Jerry Blake. You know
Jerry Blake, he used to hoop.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that was a brutal loss.
Yeah.
Zona's looking good. We were number 7 in the country.
Yeah.
We're 24-4, now 24-5.
I think about rivalry matchups. You can't always kind of say, well, this team is ranked.
Records don't matter. Don't matter. Throw them out the window.
Yeah.
It's all about pride when it comes to those games.
Yeah.
Because I was watching the game. It's funny. I said this for years. When teams play us, they just make shots they don't usually make. It's the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? It's the biggest game of their season.
Yeah.
So these fools come in guns blazing. I'm like, who are these kids making all these threes?
Right.
Dudes making step backs and floaters and shit.
Yeah.
Like, well, what's going on?
Right.
It's always happens. It's so frustrating. It's like, bro, y'all never play this well because they're gonna play next week against somebody and get the brakes blown off them.
Because we're on the West Coast. Zone is one of the programs, probably like a blue chip.
Yep.
That we don't really have those on the West Coast like that.
Yep.
USC and UCLA kind of go ebbs and flows.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But yeah, Zona's we've always been in this kind of the top. I mean, at least the last like 5-10 years. I mean, at least like 10 years.
Longer than that, I would say.
Yeah, probably longer than that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, probably last 20, 25. Yeah. But yeah, I mean,
I'm talking about Mike Bibb.
Yeah, man. We had some fun. We had some fun teams, man.
Yeah.
But it always happens. Like I remember we played. And we had AG and all them, and we played. Who we played? I think it was Colorado, and they. Great close game.
That's why I brought up Skia. I remember that game.
Colorado always a tough out. Yeah. And then they play ASU the next night and they lost by like 35. It's like what? Yeah. ASU's terrible, but like they don't care as much. Yeah. You know what I mean?
They had another wing too with Locks. He was like a wing player kind of. Scorer. Was he on Colorado?
Spencer? Did he?
No, it wasn't Spencer. I can't forget the guy's name.
So they had Andre Roberson, my freshman year.
Maybe it was Roberson.
I think he was my freshman year.
Yeah, maybe. Roberson.
They had squad. Oh, you talking about Xavier?
Xavier, man.
Talking about from modern day.
Yeah, that guy could play, man.
I love Xav. That's my boy. Shout out Xavier.
Yeah.
That's my man.
He
can score.
Yeah.
He lefty, tough. He always gave us problems.
Yeah.
Always gave us problems. I hated him in high school because he used to beat us in modern day. Yeah. But then we became boys in college. There's no water under the bridge.
Right.
But yeah, that make it hoop. Yeah. That make it hoop. Yeah. So yeah, man. It's almost March. It's about to be March.
About to get mad.
It's about to get crazy. Best time of year, man.
Right.
March Madness.
Right.
Nothing better than the tournament.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I can't wait. Just, nothing better.
This when people could, get out of class early, get out of work a little early.
The good old days. Yeah, facts. Speaking of college basketball, I want to give you the floor here because we're going to talk about JJ Reddicks and all his rants.
It's funny that we stay away from college for an NBA guy, right? Because that's what we more so know him for.
True.
Duke, Blue Devil, right? And I don't want to. Is this camera on me? Let me say it because I just feel like, JJ Reddicks had a really good NBA career.
Yeah, 15 years.
Yeah, but let's keep it a buck and let's say on the back half.
Okay. And
let's say this. And for those that don't know, JJ Reddicks has been in the ire of the media, getting into it with some NBA legends like Dominique Wilkins, talking about kind of the physicality versus how the game is today versus 80s, 90s.
Right.
And JJ's kind of, he said something that didn't sit well with me too, is about Larry Bird not being one of the greatest three-point shooters ever, but he's one of the greatest shooters ever.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes and no.
Okay. Because when we talk about Steph Curry, we just say the greatest shooter ever. We don't put the 3-point on it.
True.
So
it's a good point.
So here's my thing. My thing with JJ is like, we Laker fans.
Yep.
We played JJ's team, the Orlando Magic, in 09 finals.
Yeah.
JJ wasn't on the court.
No.
When the game was boxes and elbows, JJ Reddicks, it wasn't no pod, it wasn't no first take, it wasn't. When the game was when Bynum and Gasol was out there, it wasn't really this. Courtney Lee was playing for the Magic.
Was.
Michael Petrie. You know what I mean?
True.
Then what happened was, if you want to argue physicality, when the game kind of opened up a little bit, JJ Reddicks had a more prominent role, which is fine.
For sure.
But like to diminish Larry Bird and Dominique Wilkins' era, like, come on, bro.
I don't know if it's I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's diminishing their era. I just think that this narrative that it was so physical in the 80s and 90s that you couldn't move and shit, it's just not the truth.
They was wearing Timberlands and, bringing guns on the court.
Right, like it was definitely more physical. Don't get me wrong. You can hand check, you can, hard fouls. There were no flagrants back then. That wasn't even a thing.
Right.
But also some of those plays aren't even basketball.
True.
You can't just hold me and then say that's good defense.
Yeah.
That's what they did back then. They just hold. There were Jordan rules, right? We gonna go in the paint, you gonna knock you out. That ain't basketball. That's wrestling.
So some guys weren't basketball players.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think he's saying that narrative that it was so tough back then that you could move isn't always the truth. Like that's their full argument now. Well, in the 80s you couldn't play because it was so tough. That's just not the case. Like Jordan, there's plenty of clips of Jordan wide open shooting jumpers, no one near him.
Right.
It's just not the case. He's flying through the air, not getting hit in the face.
Interesting.
It's just a little different.
Interesting note. We talked about that. The second highest scoring game ever happened over the weekend. Kings and Clippers. Like I think the other 4 highest scoring games are from the 80s.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And one's from the 60s.
I know that.
The Denver, the 80s Nuggets are 2 of those.
Really?
Games, yeah.
Was that Alex English back then?
I think Alex English, Kiki
Vandeweghe.
Was
a problem.
Kiki Vandeweghe got some 30 a game.
He did. People don't talk about them enough.
Yeah.
He was a problem.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. I know that long ago.
So to that point, I mean,
right.
The guys are scoring.
Guys are scoring the ball still.
Yeah.
Like I just think the whole notion of Steph or people couldn't play back in those eras is just not necessarily the case.
I don't agree with that.
Now I think that anyone back there can play now because you don't get touched.
Right.
You'll be fine.
Oh yeah.
But just that whole. So I see what
Steph fouling somebody else back then probably.
Right. So I see what JJ's saying. Yeah. That and the whole Larry Bird thing. I think his words kind of got misconstrued. He never said he was He was one of the best shooters of all time. He said for 3-point wise, his percentages. I guess he couldn't put him in the top 5 all-time 3-point shooters. What he said.
That was with era he played in though. They weren't shooting set. They weren't gonna let Larry shoot 7 threes.
That's true. If he's shooting 7 threes now, he's probably making on 7.
If I'm running Larry off pin downs all day.
Yeah,
he's
setting
up.
That's why you can't compare eras.
Can't do it.
That's why we shouldn't even be comparing eras to begin with because you can't do it.
It's
just different eras of basketball.
Yeah.
Like what Steph's doing now and what Michael Jordan was doing then are just 2 completely different things.
Right.
Me and Jordan Jones always laugh about this. JJ, that the whole shrug video, the whole shrug meme. He made 4 threes and shrugged.
Yeah.
4.
Right.
Bro, Dame made 4 in a row now is nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like Steph has 9 games. He has 38 9 or more threes in a game. 38 games, he's made 9 or more threes in a game.
Who did that?
Steph Curry does right now. And Dame has 14. I think last time was his 14th.
Yeah.
You know how many threes that is?
Last night.
And he ain't struggling after 4 threes. It's just different eras, bro. Like it was just different.
Jordan hit 4 threes and was like, "This shit crazy."
This shit crazy. The crowd going nuts. Steph did that back then. You know, people have heart attacks on the court. He making 10 threes in a game from half. You know what I mean? It's just different. Yeah. The game has come so far. And it's just changed. Like shooting is what it's about now. If you can't shoot, you can't play.
I
you know, so
I'm a Laker guy, but Larry was an incredible player.
Oh, I love Larry Bird.
I mean, Larry. If you look at his numbers, they're essentially Bron numbers.
You can't be a basketball fan and not say Larry Bird is one of the best of all time.
He cold.
You just can't. If you don't know if you know basketball, you know it's just like what we talking about. The man was a problem. The man was an absolute problem. But yeah, man, I had to ask you about that because I be retweeting his stuff on Twitter. And you be like, I got something to say about this.
All I'm saying, at JJ, let's just temper it a little bit because I remember when it got a little more prominent for you when the game opened up. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Get JJ on the pod, man. Bring him on the pod.
Yeah, JJ, come talk. Let's talk about it. Yeah, it's open forum. It's open forum.
We'll do a little, a little duo pod. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
If I need you to hit a free throw, then I know who to call.
Man, it was amazing at Duke though. Give him that.
Yeah.
And then one other thing we got to touch on is just this whole load management thing. Speaking of eras in basketball, how it's changed.
Great segue.
It's a weird conversation because it's not really always on the players, I would say. Right. It's more on the training staff. So I don't know how you kind of navigate that. Like people are mad at the players that are not playing, but I'm sure they want to play.
Right.
But it's not always your choice.
I think some guys want to play. It's a little bit of both.
I think there's more guys that want to play than don't. Put it that way. I think it's like 70-30 or something like that. You know what I mean? Right. I think more guys want to get out there and hoop, but they're like, nah, because your injuries or playing this team that other night. You know all the analytics they have nowadays. Right. So it's just different. Like I don't know. You can't just tell a trainer like, no, I'm playing. Like shut the fuck up, I'm playing. And they're like, no, that doesn't happen anymore. There's too much money involved. Yeah. And we're like, no, you're not playing tonight because that's what we said and that's what we get paid to do. So I don't know how you kind of combat that.
It's tough. I mean, and I know that's what a lot of the players from the older days are saying is like, you're getting more money, you're on private flights. To the point about the medical staffs, they're way more advanced, and then y'all missing more games. Yeah. Guys are playing 82 a game with Converse, with the soles falling out.
My grandpa was sponsored by Converse. He wore Chucks on the court. That's insane. I don't know how he tears Achilles.
So I don't where's the rubber meet the road? Like you know what I mean? Like
that's a good point. It's tough because do you shorten the season? No, because less game is still bad for the fans. Technically, point.
I read something that Darvin Ham said around All-Star break.
What did he say?
He said take a page out the NFL book. Why don't you do a bye week?
I like that.
I like that too.
I mean, you might as well get rid of the All-Star game and make it a bye week.
Yeah, or give every team a designated week within the season.
I like that too.
At some point,
but they just have a week off.
Yeah. That way, everybody's happy. We get the TV games in. We get all the games in. I think it could work.
That could work.
It can work.
That could work. I like that idea. I never thought about that.
Yeah, Darvin Ham, man, he's a Renaissance man. Coming back from 27, helping Adam Silver.
Renaissance man.
The Lakers might have found that guy. Damn it.
That was good. Oh man. Well, on that note, we're gonna call it the third quarter. All right, y'all. We'll be back in a second.
Up. All right.
Peace. Quarter number 4.
Okay.
Winning time. First off, before we get to my favorite segment, Guess the Player. Got to give a quick shout out to Caitlin Clark at Iowa. Have you seen her play?
Yes.
She is unreal.
Yeah.
She's like the female Steph Curry right now.
Stephanie Curry, if you will.
She out here.
If you will.
Step backs, pull-ups, whatever you want, she got it.
For game.
Whatever you want on the menu, she got it all. She had 31.99.
Yeah.
31.99 in a game winner. No, sorry, 34.99 in a game winner to beat the number 2 team in the country. She's unreal.
Probably beating WNBA.
Yeah, she might be the number 1 pick. If she's not, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, she's unreal, man. Big shout out to her. She's gonna make a run by herself in the tournament. It's gonna be crazy. All right, everyone's favorite segment.
Guess the player.
All right. I'll give me some stats here. The usual. So player 1.
So I usually get the totals, the per 36, and the per games. Player 1, look at the per games here.
Per games, okay.
He is a career 11-8 guy. We're looking at a power forward center.
Yep.
Came into the league in 2011 for the Denver Nuggets. Okay.
Got a power forward who started off in Denver.
Total, okay. I like the rebounds. I like what I'm getting out the boards.
Hey, big board guy.
8, 9.
Yeah.
8.5, 9. 8.5. Denver, pretty much his whole career up until 2018, and then went to Brooklyn and ended with Houston.
Yep.
I think I know who this is.
Yeah, I think you do too. This one might be too easy.
Is it Kenneth Faried?
Yes, it is. All right. Next one.
All right. I got the next one.
Just gonna keep it going.
All right, I got the next one. Let's see.
The next one you're gonna get to because it's a Laker guy, so you're already off to an advantage.
Laker guy.
This is a good one.
Oh,
this is a good one.
Came into the Lakers in 94, 95. We're looking at a shooting guard, small forward, wing, swingman type player. Hold on, let me get the totals. No, let me get the pers. Okay, career like 15.
Yeah, 15. About 15-4, 15.
37% for a guy who came in 94, so he could shoot the three.
He can shoot the thing.
37% from three.
Yeah.
Lakers to looks like Charlotte, Miami, Memphis, ended in Dallas in 08. I think I know who this is.
Yeah, I know you do. This is another two.
Lakers, that early Lakers run. This must be Eddie Jones.
Yes, sir.
This must be
Eddie Jones.
Yeah.
And I loved Eddie Jones.
Me too. And his Miami years were good too.
Yeah, he had a nice little year in Miami.
Yeah.
I love Eddie Jones. The Kobe before Kobe for the Lakers.
Yeah, that was kind of like the thing with moving out Van Exel and Jones for Kobe.
Because he has to kick off the bench because Eddie Jones he was an all-star.
The logjam of guards.
Yeah, you couldn't start him over Eddie Jones at the time.
Yeah.
I love Eddie Jones.
Yeah.
Those are good ones. All right, I got another one for you. Another guess who the player is.
Right, hot and cold.
Yeah, hot and cold basically.
Okay.
So yeah, just rattle off some facts. I'm gonna let you know if you're closer, if you're yes or no, basically. Okay. So like team wise, where he's from, all that kind of stuff. So go ahead.
He plays right now.
Yeah, he plays right now.
Okay.
He's an active player in the NBA.
Active player in the NBA. Is he a point guard?
No.
He's a center.
Yes.
Okay. He's in the Western Conference.
Yes.
Okay. He start?
No.
Okay.
He does not start.
He doesn't start. He's in the West. He's in the West.
He's in the West.
Okay.
He's a center, but it does not start.
Does he play for the Lakers?
No.
Okay.
You can ask anything, tall, short, whatever.
Does he shoot?
No. He shouldn't be shooting.
He shouldn't. This guy shouldn't be.
He shouldn't be. If he is, it's not a good one.
This is bad.
Yeah, I don't want him shooting these threes, threes or anything like that. No.
Okay. Veteran.
Yeah.
In the West.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In the playoffs right now?
Yeah, they're in the playoff race.
Wow. Okay.
This is a random one.
Wow.
It's not too random. Like he plays, and you know who he is, but like it's random. That's pretty much just all I can give you.
Okay, he says it.
That's it.
Playoff race.
Mm-hmm. Because he doesn't play all the time, but he does play sometimes.
Damn.
That's the tough part. But as soon as I tell you, you're like, wow.
Okay.
You're like, wow.
Is he on the Kings?
No.
Okay.
That's a good question though.
Okay. So he must be.
You can ask teams. I'll give you team or not.
Oh yeah. He must be on the He must be on the Mavericks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't know how you just pull that out. How do you pull the Mavericks out?
It's not Bobby.
No.
Boban.
No.
No.
I'll give you two more guesses.
It's a center. Oh, JaVale McGee.
Yep.
Okay.
God, he's good.
Yeah.
I don't know how you work your way to. He's got to be on the Mavs. How?
Yeah.
How's he got to be on the Mavs?
It's only 8 teams in the playoffs.
That is true.
Yeah.
That's true. The playoffs narrows it down a lot.
Yeah.
Narrows it down a lot. Okay, I got one more.
Okay.
Got one more.
All right.
All right, go ahead. Rattle these off. If you get this one, I'll be upset.
Damn. All right, move the furniture.
Yeah.
Moving furniture.
I'd be shocked if you get this one.
He's in the East?
Yeah, he's in the East.
The guard.
No.
More of a
forward, small forward-ish. Yeah.
Okay.
3-4.
In the playoffs?
Yeah.
Okay. On the Bucks?
Nope.
It's on the Celtics? No. He's on the...
They're in the playoff race, but they should be better than they are. I'll give you that.
Oh, wow.
We talk about them all the time.
On the Hawks?
You're getting closer.
The wing in the playoff race in the East. On the Hornets?
No.
Does he dunk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
High flyer?
Not a high flyer, but he can dunk.
Okay.
That's not what he does all the time, but he can dunk.
Okay.
He's in the league. He can dunk.
He's tall.
Yeah. He's athletic enough.
All right. And they're in the playoff race.
Yeah.
They should be a little better.
Yes, for sure.
You on Philly?
No.
Damn.
As soon as you say the team, I think you have a better chance.
Okay.
You gotta get the team though. The team is the most important one.
But it's not the Bucks.
No, not the Bucks. They're close to Milwaukee though. Close city close to Milwaukee.
On Chicago.
There you go.
He starts.
It's a great question actually. I don't even know. I don't watch enough Bulls games.
It's not Tony Snell.
No.
Okay.
Is he in the league still? He's on
Let's pick guys that's in the league. Wait a minute, my fault.
I forgot about Tony Snell.
But you don't know if he starts, so it ain't one of the starters. So it's not one of the bona fide starters.
No.
It's a wing.
Yeah, I want to say he doesn't start. But it could have changed because Pat Bev there now, so I don't know.
Okay.
But he's not like
he's in the rotation.
Yeah. He plays.
Okay. That's a good one. On the Bulls.
You want to know?
Who was it?
Patrick Williams.
Patrick Williams. I think Kentucky.
Yep.
Yeah.
Random, I know.
Yeah.
He got a little random part in the hair.
Yeah.
Knew what he was.
He's coming on.
He's not bad at all.
Yeah, he's coming on.
He's not bad.
Yeah,
but I think he starts. I'm not sure if he does. If he does,
probably
the 4.
Yeah.
But he's really a 3.
I've seen him throw Alex Caruso at the 4, so.
Yeah, the Bulls all over the place. Bulls all over the place. They need Lonzo Ball back so bad.
Yeah,
and he's not coming back the rest of the year. It came out.
They need Lonzo Ball to come back so he could get some minutes at the 4, too.
Yeah, facts. They're all over the place in Chicago, man. Yeah. All right, well, so I got one. One. Right. We'll take one. But yeah, man, 4 Quarter Podcast. Episode 5 is a wrap.
Yes, sir.
Thank y'all for listening, man. Wherever y'all listening, we enjoy it. We hope y'all enjoy it, and we appreciate y'all. If you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and a like. Follow.
Instagram, TikTok.
All the above. Wherever you listen to this, please give us a like, a 5-star review. Let us know what you think, good or bad. We want to hear it all. So, yeah, man. Till next week. Peace.
Get it.